Zach Paul on KRCG 13.
This Friday, celebrate April Fuels Day at Hy-Vee and get a 10-cent Fuel Saver discount for every $15 in meat and seafood you buy when you use your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. Steaks, chicken, ribs, roasts, pork chops, deli meat, seafood, you name it. One day only. Friday, April 1st is April Fuels Day. Because at Hy-Vee, when it comes to saving you money, we never fool around. Get a 10-cent Hy-Vee Fuel Saver discount for every $15 in meat and seafood you buy this Friday, April Fuels Day. Only at Hy-Vee.
Honda believes in helping you use your garage to its fullest potential. That's why we're offering great deals on the things you'll want in your garage, like the Honda CR-V. The best-selling SUV in America comes with a standard multi-angle rear-view camera and plenty of cargo space. Great for transporting lots of stuff, say to storage or the dump. Hurry to the Honda Dream Garage sales event. You've got a garage to fill. The most durable, longest-lasting brand in its class has great deals. Now at your Honda dealer.
For the most complete team coverage on all the 2016 elections, there's only one station to watch. KRCG 13, your election headquarters.
Because every day we're going by, we're kicking a can down the road in this building and have been for the last 20 years.
A proposed gas tax hike for road repairs moves ahead in the state Senate. We'll update you on the proposal. Is it religious freedom or discrimination? The debate over SJR 39 rekindles at the Capitol.
We just want to make sure that people are aware of this situation, but again, not afraid of it.
After the second case of the Zika virus has been reported, we hear more on that virus from a local expert in Cole County.
And the clouds are in place, but there is much warmer weather on the way for the weekend. KRCG 13 Live at 5 starts right now.
Live from across mid-Missouri, this is KRCG 13 Live at 5.
Missouri voters could see a gas hike, tax hike on their ballots in November. Good evening. The state Senate this week gave the fuel tax increase its initial approval. Senate leaders have made transportation funding a top priority this year. KRCG 13's Garrett Bergquist joins us live from the state capitol to explain the proposal.
This is a much different proposal than Poplar Bluff Senator Doug Libla's original idea. He originally wanted to raise the taxes on gasoline and diesel fuel by 2 different amounts. This version would raise the tax on all motor fuels by 5.9 cents per gallon. Libla says the state needs to fix its transportation infrastructure right away. Critics say the state already has the money it needs. They say officials need to find ways to cut costs. But Libla says the fuel tax is the only way Missouri has ever paid for transportation needs.
Every day we're going by, we're kicking a can down the road in this building and have been for the last 20 years. We have not adjusted that motor fuel user tax in 20 years. And here we are in the 21st century still trying to operate on purchasing power from the 20th century.
The measure needs one more up or down Senate vote before it heads to the House. Libla says if the measure clears the legislature, it would appear on the November ballot. Live at the state capitol, Garrett Bergquist, KRCG 13.
The flames of controversy over discrimination against same-sex couples were fanned again today at the state capitol. KRCG 13's Kermit Miller has been keeping an eye on that.
Megan, I think by now most people are familiar with the attention given to Senate Joint Resolution 39. That's the so-called Religious Freedom Resolution that protects clergy and business people from discrimination lawsuits for refusing to be part of same-sex weddings. Now, the resolution still must get through the House before making it onto the ballot as a proposed constitutional amendment. And that had gay rights groups turning up today to turn up the heat with a rally on the Capitol lawn.
From the subjugation of women to the enslavement of African Americans, down to the current intolerance for sexual and gender minorities, we have been down this ill-fated road before.
Now, Missouri is among almost 24 states that have wrestled with the religious freedom versus discrimination debate. And coming up tonight at 6, Megan, we'll have more from that rally, the reaction of advocating lawmakers, and what is going on around the country.
All right, thanks, Kermit. The search continues for a Jefferson City man missing in Siberia, Russia. 25-year-old Colin Madsen was last seen early Saturday leaving a Siberian lodge alone and without his cell phone. Madsen's stepbrother tells KRCG 13's Mark Slavitt family members are not giving up hope on finding their loved one.
Russian police issued a missing report on Monday. Colin Madsen was last seen wearing a t-shirt, blue jeans, and climbing boots. The temperatures in Siberia were sub-zero at the time of his disappearance on Saturday. Family members believe Colin went for a walk and never came back to a tourist resort in eastern Siberia. Colin was about to go on a mountain hike with friends. Colin's stepbrother, Ryan Calcutt, lives in Colombia. Ryan said Colin's parents are on their way to Russia to help in the search and rescue of their son.
We don't know if he had anything with him. We know his cell phone was left at the hotel, but other than that, we don't know anything.
Ryan says it's very frustrating to have limited information on the disappearance of his stepbrother. Colin is studying at a Russian university after going to school at Columbia College. Colin attended both Elias Catholic and Jefferson City public high schools.
Kind of feel helpless right now. We don't really have anything that we can do at this point from here. We're sort of waiting. You know, every morning I wake up and I check the news hoping that it's good news or no news. But yeah, right now it's a waiting game.
Ryan told KRCG his stepbrother Colin likes to be alone with his thoughts, and it wouldn't be an unusual occurrence for Colin to go outside for a walk. That walk has turned into a massive search that Colin's family hopes has a happy ending. In Columbia, Mark Slavitt, KRCG 13.
Colin's friends have created a GoFundMe page to raise money for family travel expenses. You can find out how to donate by going to our website, krcgtv.com.
And now, your KRCG 13 Weather Authority First Weather.
Well, the clouds have been in place here across the area today, and that's all behind a cold front that rolled through yesterday. It was kind of a loud evening here across the area. You can see those clouds here on our Heart of Missouri Chevy dealer's camera. And as you see from the view from space, they're going to stay locked in. We're in that northwest flow here, so we can see the clouds moving in from the north, and that will be the case overnight. See a little bit of light rain on here. For the most part, we are dry, maybe a spot sprinkle. Otherwise, our outdoor plans look pretty good. Temperatures, well, they're quite spread out across the state. We're at 74 in Poplar Bluff. We're at 58 in St. Joe, and then the rest of us are somewhere near the 60-degree mark in Columbia and Jeff City, and that's that colder air actually starting to move in behind the cold front that came through yesterday. Your forecast, though, for this evening, here it is. Clouds, we'll have a couple of clouds in the mix. Otherwise, temperatures will fall to the lower 40s as we wake up here tomorrow. We'll take a look at your warmer weekend forecast and talk about some weather spotting training coming up in a few minutes. Megan.
All right, thanks, Dan. A woman's in the hospital after a crash in Jefferson City this morning. It happened about 11 on Highway 179 near Edgewood. Witnesses said they saw a large bird fly in front of the woman's car. The car hit the concrete median and rolled over. The driver was able to crawl out of a window and was taken to the hospital with moderate injuries. We're learning more information on the Zika virus tonight. With the second case of that virus reported in the state, KRCG 13's Courtney Joden spoke with the Department of Health and Senior Services Director this afternoon. She joins us live in the studio with more on their discussion.
Megan, this is now the second case of the Zika virus reported in Missouri, but the first reported case involving a pregnant woman. The first was discovered in a man who traveled to Haiti in the beginning of this month. The woman traveled to Honduras, and that's where she was infected, according to the Center for Disease Control. They aren't releasing much about the woman and how the baby is doing for confidential reasons. Peter Laskowski, director of the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services, says they can't release where the woman is from, but only can say in Missouri. Laskowski says the Zika virus was discovered late last year, but has been on the world's radar since 1950s. What we know right now about the Zika virus is that it was discovered in South and Central America and the Caribbean. It can cause birth defects in pregnant women such as microphilia.
We have advised Missourians and nationwide Americans to avoid travel to those areas of our world if they are women who are pregnant or who maybe become pregnant.
Right now, there are no vaccines for the Zika virus, but today scientists at Purdue University announced they're the first to determine the structure of the virus. Scientists at Purdue say this breakthrough will be a gateway to developing vaccines or treatment. Reporting for KRCG 13, I'm Courtney Joden.
The state Senate has passed unanimously a bill designating the Trooper James Bava Memorial Highway. In March, that measure meant to honor the fallen state trooper cleared the State House of Representatives. The bill will memorialize Trooper Bava by naming a stretch of Highway FF in Audrain County after him. He was killed in the line of duty on August 28th in 2015 on that highway. Senate Majority Leader Mike Kehoe is pleased the bill was passed today.
It seems really not enough in the sacrifice that young man gave for our state. I was happy that Senator Riddle was able to move that bill forward. I know the House will take it up quickly, and it's very appropriate given the circumstances surrounding that.
Funding will be provided by the Missouri Troopers Association and from private donations. The proposed effective date would be on the one-year anniversary of Trooper Bava's death. The bill now moves to the House. Still to come on KRCG 13 Live at 5, the importance of an upgrade for equipment of the Missouri Task Force 1. And later, more on the most recent controversial comments from Donald Trump.
Temperatures today were, well, close to average, but we're going above average as we head into the weekend. We'll take a look at your extended forecast when KRCG 13 Live at 5 returns.
Get into Riley for slam dunk deals.
Score with discounted posted prices on all new and used. Like a new Camry, 0.9% for 72 months or $1,500 cash. Or lease a 16 Corolla for $129 per month for $36.
We don't claim to be number one. You are.
Deep Riley discounts, more for your trade, and a great used selection. Hurry in. The number one for everyone sales event ends April 4th at Riley Toyota Scion, Jefferson City.
Or RileyToyota.com.
And now, your KRCG 13 Weather Authority forecast.
And welcome back. Yesterday we had a couple of strong and even some severe weather here across mid-Missouri. And with that being said, we have a couple of storm spotter classes here across the area this evening. One is in Miller County at the Elvin Community Center. That starts at 6:30. That's put on by the National Weather Service. In Springfield, we also have one in Cole County this evening at the Capital West Events Center near the fairgrounds. That goes on at 6:30 as well. Out there you'll learn a little bit about severe weather, what to see, what to spot. And to tell us a little bit more about that, we will join KRCG 13 Chief Meteorologist Zach Paul.
Hey, thanks a lot, Dan. We are out here at the Capital West Events Center for tonight's spotter training meeting. Again, that's held by put on by the National Weather Service. Bill Farr, Cole County Emergency Management. What can folks expect tonight? You're the one that sort of organizes this every year. What can folks expect if they've not been here before?
Well, we try to put this on every year for the individuals that are interested in weather spotting. It kind of teaches them what to look for when they see the watches and warnings that you put out on the weather, national weather, so they can kind of follow that themselves and kind of explain exactly what's going on. So it's a good public event for just public knowledge.
And as far as putting this on every year, the time and effort that goes into it, how does this benefit Cole County specifically?
Well, I think the more eyes we've got on the sky, the more it's going to help anytime that we see these watches and warnings, people's going to start calling in. Especially tonight, they can take and be a certified weather spotter, and they'll have a number issued, and they can call the National Weather Service or call your office or anyone else with that and give them that pertinent information. So more eyes is even better.
Very good. Bill, thanks so much. Looking forward to seeing you here again a little bit later tonight. And again, this is a free class. It's open and appropriate for all ages. If you're wanting to learn a little bit about severe weather and become one of these certified spotters, we'd love to see you out here tonight. Dan, back to you.
All right, thank you, Zach. And I'll tell you, your reports during severe weather are invaluable. So if you have the opportunity, go ahead and go out there and learn a little bit about the weather. If you're going out this evening, we'll take a look at the forecast, and really, we'll see some clouds out there, but we are dry. That's the good news. Winds have turned to the northwest, and so that's going to move in a little bit of cooler air here. So I think by tomorrow morning, we're back into the lower 40s as you wake up here on a Friday across the area. Here's the view from space, a little bit locally, and you'll notice clouds are pretty thick out there across the area. We saw a couple of peaks out there, at least I did earlier today, but clouds are really locked in with that northwest flow, and I think that trend continues here overnight tonight. Here's a look at the temperatures across the area. We're at 60 in the capital city, 59 in Columbia, 61 right now at the Lake of the Ozarks. Here's the view from our Heart of Missouri Chevy dealers camera across the area, and our numbers at the Jefferson City Airport, we're at 60 degrees with that west wind, which will turn a little bit more to the northwest here, probably 10 to 15 miles per hour as we go through the evening. Here's the bigger view, and you can really see that northwest flow wrapping around a strong center of low pressure. And what's going to happen as we go through the next few days, we're going to continue to see the clouds here, but as we put the maps into motion, what you'll notice is maybe a light little shower in here tomorrow as another little pulse of energy flows on through. Otherwise, for the most part, I do think we're dry, but you'll kind of see that, maybe a spot little sprinkle. Otherwise, I think your day is looking pretty nice tomorrow. And take a look at the extended forecast. It's looking just as nice. 55 tomorrow for a top temperature after a morning low near 40, 62 on Saturday, and let's go for a high near 70 as we head into your Sunday. And then by Monday, we'll be back a few degrees cooler at 65 and then 64 on Tuesday. Maybe a spot chance for rain as another cold front moves in here by late next Wednesday and the Thursday. Otherwise, not a whole lot of chances for organized rain in the next 7 days. Megan?
All right, thanks, Dan. The equipment of Missouri Task Force 1 is in need of an upgrade. Still to come, we'll hear from Senator Roy Blunt on the importance of new equipment.
Celebrity wedding do's and don'ts. Next, ET.
When you get 1 gig internet from CenturyLink and Prism TV, and they're both delivered on a super fast fiber network directly to your home, it's amazing.
It is amazing. But do you think his delivery was a little flat on that one?
Yeah. Paul, I think it's a little bit more like, it's amazing.
Oh, Mom, that was really good. Amazing.
Wow.
Feel like a Hollywood insider.
Okay, I'll work on that.
With Prism TV plus gig internet speed from CenturyLink.
On Tuesday, I buried my dentures under 23 tons of cement. And I really freaked out because I needed my mouth for a very important event. So I called Aspen Dental, got in right away, and they made my new choppers in just a few days. And thanks to that service, I'm happy to say I ate the most hot dogs in history today.
With dentures starting at just $3.99 and ready in days, not weeks. Dentistry's never been easier. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
Senator Roy Blunt wants to upgrade the equipment of Missouri Task Force 1. Missouri Task Force 1 is an urban search and rescue team based in Boone County. Members have responded to natural and man-made disasters, including the 9/11 attacks and Hurricane Katrina. First responders told Senator Blunt their biggest challenge is getting federal funding for new equipment. Some of the gear used by Missouri Task Force 1 dates back to the 2001 terror attacks.
If there's a federal reason to deploy, is truly and adequately standing behind that deployment, but also providing the equipment that Americans all over the United States would depend on if the emergency occurs. And so I'm going to be continuing to look at that as I have been.
Missouri Task Force 1 is one of 28 task forces of its kind in the country. The group is funded through the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA. A state senator wants to subpoena Planned Parenthood on how it deals with tissue from abortions. Senator Krcg filed 2 subpoena resolutions this week. One demands Planned Parenthood testify before his Senate panel investigating the group's practices. The other would force the company Pathology Services to testify. Senate Democrats accuse Schaefer of playing election year politics. Schaefer, though, says he thinks Planned Parenthood is still withholding documents.
The substance is irrelevant. At this point, every single senator, regardless of where you are on the issue of Planned Parenthood, should be concerned first and foremost with the integrity of the Senate's ability to subpoena documents and information.
To do this and to follow up in this manner by trying to hold them in contempt of the Senate, I think is outrageous. The question that this committee started around was, did Planned Parenthood do anything illegally, has been answered. They have not.
The resolutions still need to go through a committee hearing and a floor vote. Schaefer says he wants Planned Parenthood to testify by April 18th. Coming up, Donald Trump quickly backtracks on his comments about women who get abortions, but critics are still hammering him. That's next on Krcg 13 live at 5.
The Rush Hour premiere is almost here.
How close are we?
Barry. A night of comedy so funny you may die laughing. New Big Bang.
Oh, yeah!
1 hour season finale of Life in Pieces. New Two Broke Girls.
I gotta see it!
And the action-packed series premiere of Rush Hour.
I can't hear what you're saying. I like it that way.
The Thursday Comedy Smackdown. CBS tonight.
You have a choice when you buy a vehicle.
So shop smart and choose Rick Ball Auto Mall. How about family-friendly pricing like 0% for 60 months on Impala, Cruise, and Malibu?
Make the right choice.
Log on or call Rick Ball Auto Mall.
You'll be glad you did.
You paid too much for those glasses.
Who?
You. Designer frames? Well, so are these. And these. And these. And they all cost less than those.
How?
America's Best. Where 2 pairs of designer glasses and a free eye exam start at $69.95. Get ready to...
Turn some heads?
Save money.
That's good, too.
The designer sales event is not just a better deal, it's America's Best. Hurry, sale ends Saturday.
Zach Paul on KRCG 13.
Donald Trump quickly backtracked his controversial comments about women who get abortions. But as Weijia Jiang reports, that's not stopping critics from hammering him.
Donald Trump is dodging attacks after saying women should be punished for having abortions if they are made illegal. Republican rival Ted Cruz told a Wisconsin radio host that Trump is willing to say anything to get elected.
Donald's notion of
punishing women was it was bizarre, and it's something with which I strongly disagree.
But Democratic rival Hillary Clinton said Cruz isn't much better.
These Republicans all want limited government, except when it comes to women's rights.
Trump is not holding any public events today. He had private meetings with Republican leaders and his newly formed foreign policy team here in Washington. Trump has also been criticized for some of his comments about foreign affairs.
He's called on NATO basically to be abolished, although I can't figure out what his position is today.
John Kasich is trailing Trump and Cruz in the race for the nomination, but polls show him doing better against Clinton than his opponents. Bernie Sanders is a different story.
And we are doing better against other Republican candidates than she is. Not only can we win the Democratic nomination, we can win with your support the general election.
Sanders is leading polls in Wisconsin, the next state to vote. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, Washington.
Clinton hasn't been campaigning heavily in Wisconsin. Instead, she's focusing on her home state of New York, which carries a much bigger delegate prize. When we come back, Dan has a final check of our evening forecast.
Non-lawyer spokesperson. This is an important message for anyone who took the prescription drug Xarelto or Pradaxa and had a serious bleeding event. If you or a loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered from a serious bleeding event, call 800-222-3803. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious internal bleeding, stroke, and death. Call 800-222-3803. You may be entitled to compensation. Call now for a free consultation.
With 40 megs of internet speed from CenturyLink, a family of 4 can all be online at the same time, streaming, gaming, or downloading movies.
Yeah, the internet's great, but I think hair and makeup went a little too far.
Yeah, that's not working.
I much prefer the 2-day beard, horn-rimmed glasses, just left at his car kind of thing.
Yeah, I miss the rumpled, crazy uncle look.
Okay.
Be Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
That's the essence of this role.
Feel like a Hollywood insider with high-speed internet from CenturyLink.
Are you suffering from serious back or neck problems or pain from an auto injury? Dr. Kyle Bowers can help. The DRX 9000 has been proven to relieve pain from bulging and herniated discs, sciatica, and even failed back surgery. Pressure between discs is relieved, drawing water, oxygen, and nutrients to the damaged area. Contact Dr. Bowers today for a free consultation. DRX 9000 treatment is affordable and accepted by most insurance. Dr. Kyle Bowers, adjusting lives every day.
1 in 5 Americans live with a mental illness, such as depression, bipolar disorder, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder. See the person, not the disease. Educate yourself and be part of the change. Recognize that mental illness, like physical illness, can get better. Don't whisper behind closed doors. Bring this issue out of the darkness of our society and help us battle the stigma. It's time we talk about it.
Anthony and Steve are going on a trip. Anthony is flying from St. Louis and Steve from Kansas City. Now they are stuck in traffic, waiting on a shuttle and frustrated. Brandon is going on a trip and booked his flight at the Springfield Branson Airport. The Springfield Branson Airport has everything you're looking for, including convenient parking, affordable airfare with shorter lines and smiling faces. With nonstop flights to 11 different cities and 4 major airlines to choose from, you're sure to find a flight that fits your schedule. Book your next flight at the Springfield Branson Airport.
It's a network of tunnels used to smuggle drugs and humans underground at the U.S.-Mexico border on the next Full Measure.
Sundays at 10 a.m.
We're going to start seeing a lot more sunshine,
which
is nice.
Yeah, sunshine. The sunset's after 7:30 now, which is always good.
Yeah.
It makes me happy. Take a look at your forecast, and you know, a very spring-like forecast. Not many chances for rain, but we'll be at 55 for your day tomorrow after a morning time low of 40. 62 and pretty breezy on your Saturday. 70 on your Sunday. Back into the 60s next week.
All right, looks good. Thanks for joining us for KRCG 13 Live at 5. We hope to see you right back here tonight at 6. Have a great night. Looks good.
Honda believes that your garage is what you make it. Looking good, Suzanne. So make it great with amazing deals on many Honda products, including the restyled Honda Accord. It's been on Car and Driver's 10 Best list a record 30 times and comes with a standard multi-angle rear view camera. The Honda Dream Garage sales event is happening now. Let's go. You got a garage to fill. Celebrate spring with a great deal on a restyled Accord. Now at your Honda dealer.
Hey folks, Jerry O'Neill, Continental Siding Supply. It's spring and we're doing some spring cleaning. My new inventory system is streamlining all of my warehouses, and I discovered we're actually overstocked in 9 of our most popular colors. If you can use one of these colors while supplies last, you can save a whopping 30% only from one of my overstocked colors. Enjoy seamless polymer siding at a very affordable payment. Call now.
This Friday, celebrate April Fuels Day at Hy-Vee and get a 10-cent Fuel Saver discount for every $15 in meat and seafood you buy when you use your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. Steaks, chicken, ribs, roasts, pork chops, deli meat, seafood, you name it. One day only. Friday, April 1st is April Fuels Day. Because at Hy-Vee, when it comes to saving you money, we never fool around. Get a 10-cent Hy-Vee Fuel Saver discount